remind me to turn it off if I forget to do that. So I'm glad you're all here. We are going to look at this week's Torah portion. It's Korach, and it's a complex story, but very, very, very briefly, Korach leads a rebellion against Moses' leadership and Aaron's kind of religious authority. And I am simply going to be focusing on some personality constructs of Korach and Moses. I was really struck by the notion of Korach as this rebellion leader representing unbridled ego and rebellion really for the sake of satisfying his ego. And Moses representing what I would call mature, thoughtful, actually mindful response. I also thought of this as Korach representing Yetzer Hara and Moses representing Yetzer Tov. So both Yetzer Hara and Yetzer Tov are inner qualities, and they're both really necessary for us. Yetzer Hara is often interpreted as the evil inclination, and I so do not like that. First of all, I have a lot of trouble with the word evil, but we need Yetzer Hara. It's a drive towards survival, actually. Yetzer Hara is impulsive and passionate and creative and egocentric. But would we actually accomplish anything if we weren't at least somewhat driven by ego or passion? Would we even have families without the desire to create? So I think that Korach represents that power in us that hasn't yet matured. The power hasn't been tempered by humility. That Korach energy is volatile and passionate, and it might be impatient and ambitious and greedy and maybe jealous and maybe really frightened. But sometimes it's really needed. Sometimes that Korach energy speaks truth to power. Yetzer Tov is a much more measured response in any situation. Yetzer Tov is the humility that's characterized by Moses. So I believe that we both have Korach and Moses inside. The Yetzer Hara and the Yetzer Tov, kind of both sitting on a shoulder. And we need both. So as we move into our meditation today, I invite you to embrace your inner Korach. Spend some time getting reacquainted with this part of yourself. Maybe when you were younger, you were called rebellious. I was. And maybe you were passionate about something and not so skillful about how you expressed yourself. I certainly was, and I still sometimes am. So this is what we need to work with. Or at least what I need to work with, therefore, I share it with all of you. So let's sit in our relaxed yet alert position. And let's take a couple of deep cleansing breaths. breathing in as fully as you are able, holding, and then exhaling slowly and fully. Again, in and hold and exhale. And 2 more cleansing breaths at your own pace. Now, as you're settling in, we'll do a quick body scan. So noticing any tight, tense places and maybe bringing some gentle attention to those spots. So we can start at our feet, just noticing what's present. Moving up the legs, ankles, knees. Just noticing any tension that might be present or tightness and letting it soften. Your hips, belly, lower back, upper back, chest and shoulders, your neck, your face, your whole head. Giving a little special attention to the area around your eyes and your jaw. Back down to those shoulders again. Letting tension flow away. Your upper arms, elbows, wrists, your hands, and your fingers. Really allowing yourself to settle into your seat. I invite you to remember your own passion, which may have over time been kind of dampened by life circumstances. And remember the rebel you once were and the energy that moved through you at that time. Now may be the time you want to tap into that energy with the wisdom and compassion you have developed. Rabbi David Jaffe describes the Yetzer Hara as me-oriented and the Yetzer HaTov as other or community-oriented. So as you ponder your inner Korach or your Yetzer Hara, I encourage you to trust that your inner Moses or Yetzer HaTov will help you modulate your responses. As we bring our meditation to a close, I'm going to share a poem, Clearing by Martha Postlethwaite. Do not try to save the whole world or do anything grandiose. Instead, create a clearing in the dense forest of your life and wait there patiently until the song that is yours alone to sing falls into your own cupped hands and you recognize and greet it. Only then will you know how to give yourself to this world so worth of rescue.